Daniel 8 verses 8 to 10. Emperor, bishops, and King of Kings. Daniel 8 verses 8 to 10. 8 Then the male goat made himself exceedingly great. But once he became powerful, the large horn was broken, and in its place 4 prominent horns came up toward the 4 winds of heaven. 9 And out of one of them came a rather small horn which grew exceedingly great toward the south, toward the east, and toward the beautiful land. 10 It grew up to the heavenly lights, and some of the lights, that is, some of the stars it threw down to the earth, and it trampled them.
The great controversy of the Battle of Armageddon is a fight between the devil's lies and the Lord's foundational truth. The war began in heaven, written about in the last prophetic book of the Bible, Revelation 12:7-12. The devil continued to fight against the Lord by deceiving the children of God, made Eve fail for his lies, and deceived her husband. Like a chess match between 2 skilled players, each one tries to strategize his or her moves several moves in advance. God planned his before the foundation of creation. The devil is playing as he goes, urging the king of Egypt to kill every male child of Israel and urging King Herod to kill all the 2-year-old little boys of Bethlehem, hoping to execute the new King of Kings. These kinds of moves were not doing so well for the Prince of Darkness, so the devil used his Lucifer ways to be an angel of light. The resurrection of Christ fulfilled the word of the Old Testament. So the teachings of the Lord and Christianity were booming. The Roman Empire noticed the growth and treated it like a deadly virus. So the devil urged Constantine the Great to become religious, but he had already honored the Roman sun god, Sol Invictus. Constantine declared an edict, and Christianity was now allowed in Rome. Instead of turning Christians into Roman candles like other emperors, Constantine pretended to be a Christian. He wanted the Roman kingdom to have peace. He had done things to Christianity that many first-century Christians were against but modern-day Christians embraced. In 312 AD, the first day of the week became a new day of rest. At first, it was to the venerable day of the sun, now it's the Lord's day. More pagan rituals that honored Sol Invictus became Christian holidays. Easter replaced Passover and is now called Easter. December 25th was a pagan feast commemorating Sol Invictus. Almost 300 years after Christ rose from the grave, December 25th became Christmas. These were pagan lies adopted into Christianity, but they are totally Antichrist moves. God knows it. The devil knows it. Some bondservant of the Lord knows. Like the late Billy Graham, most clergies realize it, but teaching the seventh day is the true Sabbath makes many pastors lose their jobs. Children of God do not worry about their earthly kingdoms like Constantine or the late Billy Graham. They should only live by the truth, preach the truth, and deny every single lie that Satan and his Antichrist teachings. God bless you all. Jesus the Most Highest One loves you, and so do I, his humble bondservant, Samuel Jerry Head.
2 John 6-11 And this is love, that we walk according to his commandments. This is the commandment, just as you have heard from the beginning, that you are to walk in it. 7 For many deceivers have gone out into the world, those who do not acknowledge Jesus Christ as coming in the flesh. This is the deceiver and the Antichrist. Daniel 7 verse 23 This is what he said, the fourth beast will be a fourth kingdom on the earth which will be different from all the other kingdoms and will devour the whole earth and trample it down and crush it. 24 As for the 10 horns, out of this kingdom 10 kings will arise, and another will arise after them, and he will be different from the previous ones and will humble 3 kings. 25 And he will speak against the Most High and wear down the saints of the Highest One, and he will intend to make alterations in times and in law, and they will be handed over to him for a time, times, and half a time. 1 John 2 verse 18 Children, it is the last hour, and just as you heard that Antichrist is coming, even now many Antichrists have appeared. From this we know that it is the last hour. 19 They went out from us, but they were not really of us, for if they had been of us, they would have remained with us, but they went out, so that it would be evident that they all are not of us. 20 But you have an anointing from the Holy One, and you all know. 21 I have not written to you because you do not know the truth, but because you do know it, and because no lie is of the truth. 22 Who is the liar except the one who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist, the one who denies the Father and the Son.